now are crazy. I tried to get a flight to Korea last minute, as in I leave in 2 weeks. It was $1,800. A flight to Madrid in the middle of the summer cost $2,200. Both leaving from Atlanta. It's the craziest thing ever. Like, I'm happy that I only got to worry about flight deals rather than bombs dropping on my head, but at the same time, it's like $2,000.
Yeah, $2,000 it seems very doable. And the reason that it's going to be doable is because instead of using your hard-earned money, what you can do is buy a call or a put, depending on market structure, and then hold. And then by you investing short term, you're going to be able to use that money into whatever you want for your trip to Madrid. So we should be investing in the Deltas, in the United, in the Southwest. You should be invested in those. Those tickers, those companies actually have longer history than Spirit. So if you were investing in Spirit, honestly, I would have too, because Spirit had very, very good potential. And I'm even hoping that Spirit gets bought back by whoever so that I can invest, because I'm assuming, okay, and I'm risking that it's going to come back better than before. So I'm looking at Spirit to be reestablished so that I can get in on that buy. But for these other tickers, listen, with the flight prices right now being as ridiculous as they are, as a consumer, we have the right to invest. I'm just going to say it. If you are consuming, but you are not investing, then you are not doing it right. There is so much opportunity, especially in the world that we live in right now, to still be investing and making some type of passive income. There's no excuse, even if it's a couple dollars here and there. But honestly, if you have a savings account of $1,000, you should be able to invest as well. Okay, it's a bit ridiculous. It is. I'm in total agreement with that. It is ridiculous, but there is a way to fight back. There is a way to position yourself to be a little bit more profitable than how the economy is running right now.
It hasn't even been 24 hours and airlines are already jacking up prices. Mind you, me having to pay more money for my birthday trip to Cancun is nothing in comparison to the nearly 17,000 people who are now out of work. But since you guys are so elitist and such fake capitalists, and you guys don't care about anything until it actually directly affects you, look at the prices. It is only going to get worse. They're only going to go up. There will be some fluctuation. It'll go up and down. The market will regulate itself and find some version of equilibrium. But to be clear, Spirit Airlines played a very critical role in maintaining a lower level of flight prices. Now that they're going and gas is looking roof, this is what we have to look forward to. I said all that summer 16, we outside, catch flights, not feelings. This is what we have to look forward to.
Listen, the first step to financial maturity is having a savings account, and not just any savings account, a high yield savings account that you're earning interest on. Okay, that's the first step, I feel like, to financial maturity. Once you have five figures in your savings account, then you're able to move on to other types of investments. Now, I don't believe in just $1,000 in your savings account. I know I kind of said it earlier in the video, but I actually don't believe in that. I don't think $1,000 in this economy is even good enough for a savings account. I think you need minimum $5,000, and that's just you being a single person. Okay, whatever your income is, you need to have at least a month, 2-3 month paycheck in your savings account. So I would say minimum $5,000. The $1,000 savings is totally out for this economy. Okay, I didn't even know about the impact of fuel and the flights, but it totally makes sense. As consumers, we're paying for the upward cost of the fuel prices with our tickets. So there's a way that you can invest in that too, and I'll show you guys here in a second. There's a way to invest in your flights. There's a way to invest in oil and gas. And it's very essential that you do this so that you guys do not have to be that affected by it. Some people are going to feel it. Some people are not. I choose to be one of the people that don't want to feel it at all. And you can too.
Flight prices are going to go up with Spirit going out of business and fuel surging. But, look, Spirit was not for everybody, and we get that, right? But it did have the effect of lowering fares overall. And so while Spirit's exit could push those up, it's not the only ultra low cost carrier out there. Frontier, Allegiant, Avuelo, Breeze all offer a version of the Spirit experience, at least from the pricing sense. And so do major airlines. They call it basic economy. It's part ultimately of why Spirit failed. Remember, you are getting exactly what you pay for here when we talk about basic economy. You'll get a seat on the plane. Maybe you can take a backpack with you. Anything else is going to come with a cost. But what kind of savings are we talking about here? NerdWallet looked at the fare difference. It found basic economy tickets were anywhere from $85 to $129 cheaper than standard economy. But remember, a host of restrictions here, so read the fine print. If you don't want to go basic, plan ahead. 21 days in advance at least. Travel off-peak times and be flexible on where you go.
Listen, I don't know about the 21 days in advance thing anymore. I try to plan when I'm flying at least a couple months in advance, just because I don't want to deal with it. I just don't want to deal with it. So I don't know about that comment at the end there about the 21 days in advance. I think you should definitely, in this economy, plan ahead of time. I said that savings account will be able to offset the cost if flights are canceled or anything like that. So just making sure that you're prepared, really. This comment here says that Spirit was for everyone that needed to get somewhere without breaking the bank. That's why I'm really curious. I haven't really taken a deep dive into what happened with Spirit, but I will. I want to know why they had to shut down and why they had to shut down so abruptly. And then I've been hearing some stuff circulating about people wanting to invest in Spirit and buy it back. I'm also going to look in that as well, because I do have some funds to the side that I don't mind blowing on Spirit. So if they're willing to get back on it, then I know Spirit's gonna boom, and I want to be in on that for sure.
30,000.
Honestly, that's just, everybody's being impacted by this. This is some serious business. This is serious. I don't think anybody thinks this is a joke. And I think too, for my generation, I think we have definitely woken up to the importance of just getting your finances in order. This is a serious thing, because a 30% increase is ridiculous. Okay, now you might be wondering, Jalicio, why in the world would I look to invest in Spirit? Well, Spirit is still a stock, and until it's sold or merged or delisted, it's still going to be running. And so you can see that there was an increase of price for Spirit back in April. Spirit was actually doing really well. We hit a resistance area up here. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me slide that over. Okay, better. We hit a resistance area up here, and then we sold off. Even today, even yesterday, stock was still active and ripping and rolling. So honestly, you guys, it's still something that has potential. I'm really hoping that whoever buys it, if it is bought, knows what they're doing. And this would be a great thing to get on, even if it's for short term, if you're still feeling a little bit wonky on it. Another stock that we can look to invest in via calls, or you can buy the stock outright, is United Airlines. And it is still up and running. We've had a good couple of months back in 25. We hit a resistance area in January, February of this year, and we've been going down. But I think unless America decides to just stop traveling, or if stuff gets really, really bad overseas, then I still think that we're going to continue to travel. And if you don't want to hold it on a monthly basis, you can do a weekly basis with this stock. You can do even daily trading with this stock. Like I said, you can buy and hold the actual stocks and own them, or you can do the options contracts and just make sure that your contracts expire in a good amount of time so that you don't lose money. So you can do a quick analysis on here And if you want to learn how to do an analysis, just hit me up on social media. I talk all about trading all the time. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. And I will teach you how to do an analysis for trading so that you are not just randomly throwing money at your screen. But one of the things that I can see here for United Airlines is that we are on a downtrend just by looking at price action, just by looking at market structure. We've hit a resistance 1, 2, 3 times, and we've been trading downwards. And so you can you can even make money by selling it. Like, I don't think people understand the opportunities that we have at hand here. And like that newscaster said, I think they mentioned like Frontier Airlines. So there's different airlines that you can look to invest in. It doesn't have to be just United or Spirit. It could be Southwest, Frontier, all the other ones that I don't even know. But if it's publicly traded in the US of A, then I would highly suggest that you look in and get you some money, honey. I think it's something that we can all do. All you have to do is click a button and then wait patiently and then take your trip off of the money that was earned. I think it's quite simple. ETFs that you guys need to be looking at on Charles Schwab, you can easily start investing. I use Charles Schwab for all things investing as well. Super easy. I love Charles Schwab. It's one of my personal favorites. And for the ETFs, what you can do if you don't know too much about ETFs, this is not a video just about ETFs, so I won't be going into too much depth, but all you have to do is do a quick Google search, do a quick AI search, do a quick YouTube University search on what ETFs are and how they benefit you. So some ETFs for oil can be the Vanguard Energy, United States Oil Fund is another one, State Street Energy Select, and Illyrian MLP. Those are some great ones. They've had phenomenal growth and the assets under management are in the billions. Okay, so you should definitely be looking into ETFs, stock options, and stocks while this economy goes through whatever it's going through right now.